How many of you by the raise of hands have ever tried to install an LED blinker into one of your vehicles? If you have, chances are you experienced something like this. That effect is called hyperflash. Basically what's happening is your vehicle thinks the bulb is burnt out. See, LEDs use far less amperage and far less power than a standard halogen bulb. So when you put an LED into a halogen housing, it basically thinks that because it's not drawing enough power, the bulb is burnt out. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to fix the hyperflash and install the LED blinkers into your vehicle. Let's get started. The LED bulbs that I'm going to be using for this installation are from Lasfit. Lasfit sent these out to me so that I could make this video, so special thanks to them. I'll make sure I link the blinkers down in the video description below. They do have some that have the resistor built in, so depending on the type of blinker you need, you may not even need to get the resistor. But if you need the resistor, this is how to install it. Once you pull the taillight out of the truck, hey Jerry, it should look similar to this. So flip it around, you have the bulb housing up at the top where the blinker's at. This is your standard bulb. And then you have a positive as well as a negative wire on here. At the end, the goal we want is for it to look something like this, where you have a resistor that connects to the positive and the negative wire, and then we can pop this halogen bulb out and put in one of the LEDs, and it'll basically trick the computer into thinking that it has the halogen bulb in there, so it fixes the hyperflash. One thing that I want to point out with the wiring is you don't need two resistors. I don't know why there's two resistors on here. It just had the resistors on there when I bought the truck. Whoever owned it before me had to have had the LEDs on there or something like that. But you'll be okay if you just use one resistor. So up close, the way the resistors work is you have a wire coming out of each side. One side is going to the negative wire, and the other side comes out and goes to the positive wire. The way to get the best connection is obviously going to be to solder the wires together, which has been done here, but you could also use a wire tap, or you could try to just tape them up. I would recommend soldering them together though. It just gives it a more secure connection. Once you've wired up the resistor to your positive and your negative wire, all you're going to do is tape them up individually, and then I tape mine together just to keep it a little bit cleaner. And then you can take your LED bulb, plug that in, and then you can install everything back into the taillight. Some people will take the resistors and they'll mount them somewhere behind the taillight. Mine have been sitting here like this for a while and they haven't caused any damage, so I'm just going to leave it like that. It is always good practice before you put everything back together just to test it, so I'm going to take this, throw the blinker on, and it's good. This is the side with the LED blinker installed. You can see it's a very prominent on and off blink. This is the side with the halogen still installed. You can see it's not quite as bright. It also doesn't have a super prominent on and off blink. It just kind of dims and brightens. So now I'll just screw everything back into place and LED lights are in. Thanks a ton for watching. Again, special thanks to Lasfit for sending out the blinkers to me. Their blinkers will be in the video description down below. Go check them out if you have a second. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if it helped you out, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. I'll see you around.